So, remix, what does this mean? When I use the term remix, I mean sampled media. By samples, I mean chunks of existing stuff. So in music, samples are pieces of a drum beat, a guitar riff, whatever. That's a sample. You take a little chunk of somebody else's song, you combine it together with a chunk of somebody else's song, blah, 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 bunch together, and you make a new song, but that new song is clearly comprised of old songs. So that is a remix in music, but I think remix is a good metaphor for any kind of creation. So, remix could be thought of as the arrangement and transformation of samples. But like I said, I think this is a good metaphor for any kind of creation. So, copying things, transforming them, combining them, those are the kind of the basics of any kind of creation.
I think what's going to stick with me the most is the idea of the destigmatization of copying and being unoriginal.
Can you expand on that a little bit? What do you mean by that?
The idea that in order to make something new, we have to begin with something old and build upon it with our own voice.
I feel like his sort of story of how he got to where he is, from going to University of Prince Edward Island to where he is now, doing TED Talks, and he's quite famous in his documentary, so I feel like his story of how he got there is really gonna sort of help me and, maybe follow in his footsteps.
What really stuck with me was I got an interesting visual from his idea that all ideas that humans have come up with are really just a web branching out, a web of knowledge, and all ideas intersect with each other. And I guess that originality is really just something that's growing and will keep on growing for as long as civilization lasts.
What he studied English literature, which is actually very helpful if you want to go into filmmaking, because then you know how to tell a story, and that's what filmmaking is about. If you can't tell a good story, you aren't going to make a good film. So that's also something I was thinking of maybe going into, but we'll see.
University, we're going to be surrounded by people, and we really have to acknowledge everyone that goes into creating at least a song or a specific film. And I just we can't be so selfish, and I think ideas are bigger than just one person's brain.